As
Okay.
everybody know, I'm an exotic dancer.
Because it seems like you were just like, I just matched so I can get out of there kind of thing. Is she someone that is your
Well,
type?
my friends were like, "Hey, man, you need a woman." Right? Because like
Uh-huh.
I'm very, that's like, hey man, you're working all the time. Like you don't go out, you don't hang out. So like
Hmm.
when else are you gonna find a woman? So I wasn't. My brain was still on them pops. If I'm being honest, my brain was still, like I was still like confused. Like
TJ, what made you be like, you know what? I'll take if she takes her balloon bag, I'll go with her. Cause I know coming out there
Mhm,
and having everyone pop on you, that could be a little bit like, you already popped on me. I'm
mhm.
not gonna match with you. So
Yeah, on here, let's go, okay, let's go. Yeah, yeah. She wanna make me her wife, but I don't wanna be her wife, okay. Slide by in the motherfucking range, I do the dash in the vintage, yeah. YouTube, what is good with y'all? I'm back again with another Pop the Balloon reaction video. Today we are reacting to Tavarius and Tiffany's virtual catch-up. Let me know what you think about this episode down below in the comments. Let me know what else I should be reacting to. 98% of y'all is not subscribed, so if you fuck with the video, tap in and subscribe. Make sure you like the video and check out my playlist to see my other Balloon Pop reaction videos. Without further ado, I'm gonna get right into it.
pop the balloon or find love, where you guys ended up matching. Well, then, is it gonna be a yes for you for him?
Yes.
And is it a
Yeah,
yes for you for her?
for sure.
We got a match! I'll take this mic and you guys can go on off. Let's make it up. Let's make some noise. Okay. And then, so obviously, that episode, there was a lot going on with it. The comments went crazy, they went haywire. Tiffany, we got a chance to talk with the girls on BM Talks to them, the unmatched sorry, we got a chance to talk to the unmatched women of that episode. Obviously, you matched, so you weren't a part of
Yeah.
that conversation. But is
No,
there
but
anything
I
that,
was into support. I was supporting my girls.
yeah, is there anything that you wanted to say in addition to what you heard, what we talked about, anything?
Honestly, like I wasn't really mixed in with whatever happened afterwards because after I matched, we were gone.
Right, right. Y'all said we
Yeah,
out.
we left. I didn't know what happened after I left. I really don't.
Okay.
Hmm.
Got it. Okay. So kind of to get into the both of you. So as soon as TJ walked out, I feel like Tiffany, you were one of the first people to pop. So what led you to popping your balloon so quickly as soon as he came around that corner?
Honestly, I wasn't even looking at his face.
Okay, before she gets into this, I'm just thinking about how she's in her bathroom, like behind the shower curtain. And Tavarius, it looks like he at least has an apartment. You know, he got a little Christmas tree, he got some art. I don't know why she's in the bathroom, but it's just weird to see like her in the bathroom and him having like a nice little backdrop. And also, I see him like flexing the watch, like bro is just like hitting all the moves to basically show off the watch. But I can't knock him for that. I cannot knock him. But also, that's interesting that they like leave. I didn't know that. I thought they would like stay in the green room or something. Like I didn't think that they would actually leave after they're
I was
done.
just looking at the overall, like the way his outfit fits his physique and stuff like
Hmm.
that. Obviously, this is like a very first impressionable show, so you're based off first impression. That's what I was going off of.
Okay.
But at the same time, we do have our opportunity to ask for our balloon back. So I'm like, well, it's no shame in my game. Why not? Why not?
Exactly.
If you messed up, you messed up. Yeah.
Yeah. And then TJ coming out and hearing all those balloons go off, like what was going through your mind?
Uh, Honestly, when you was like, "Don't be scared," a little bit of a little bit when you said, "Don't be scared," I was like, "I'm not scared," but like, I guess I can leave now. You know what I mean? So, you
You're
know,
like, Arlette, I'm not walking out. Cut the cameras,
yeah,
cut the show.
yeah, because I've never seen that many pops that fast. Have you?
Yes, actually, we did have one, season one. I
Okay,
don't
so
exactly remember what
I was the
episode.
second
Yeah.
one then, I guess. Yeah.
And
What do
my
you think it
apologies. I feel
was?
like I set the precedence for that. Like, my apologies,
Uh-huh.
TJ. My apologies. I feel
So
like if I didn't
TJ,
pop, people probably wouldn't have popped so quickly.
right, right. And then TJ, what do you think it was? Like just from like I know you heard what some of the ladies had to say. Do you agree with some of the stuff that they were saying about why they popped on you?
Well, they all said outfit.
Mm-hmm.
That was basically it. So, I actually. I didn't mind my outfit.
Hmm.
So I don't know if it's a great thing because it's their preference. So I don't really
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Okay. You thought your outfit was fly though, right?
I thought it was fine. Like I still don't see nothing wrong with it.
There
Like
was
and the
nothing wrong
lady,
with it. It's just the way it fits your physique. It was so
yeah,
tight on you. You're a
yeah.
stocky guy, you know? So it's like
Yeah,
a
the
little
lady in the
tight.
back was cool with it. I forgot, I don't know her name, but she was like helping us out. She's like, "You look lovely. Like, go out there." I'm like, "Thank you."
Okay, so before we listen to more of them talk about his outfit, I thought his outfit was a little tight, but I'm not the type of person to judge somebody for how they dress. Like, whether you dress professional, you dress casual, whatever. Like, if you're happy, like he said, he's happy with his outfit, who are y'all to judge what type of outfit he's wearing? Too, one thing I like about Tiffany is that she like was willing to admit when she's wrong. Like, oh, I popped my balloon, I can get it back. I'm not. There's no shame in my game. Like, there's a lot of women out there that are not like that. Like, they don't want to go back on any decision that they've made, even if they realize that they made the wrong decision, because they just so obsessed with being right. And then the other thing, like, ah, damn, I can't remember. But yeah, she also apologized. She admitted, okay, I was the first one to pop. I might have been the one that kind of caused this, so I'm sorry. Like, she actually apologized, which I thought was good too. Like, she's taking accountability. She's apologizing. Like, she sounds very mature.
And I do see like a lot of guys who work out, go to the gym, they do like really like tight form-fitting clothes. So was that kind of that's like your style? Is that what you would say?
Uh, I don't know. Like, I feel like I wear a lot
Okay.
of suits. I'm a professor, so like I wear a
Uh-huh.
lot of slim suits. I wear a lot of
Okay.
like
So the slim
polos. So I
fit.
don't really have a lot of baggy clothes. So yeah,
Okay.
I guess, yeah.
Okay.
We wasn't looking for baggy on you. We was looking for like, form fitting.
Mm,
It
Okay.
was a little tight. That's just it. That
Mm.
was nothing wrong with your outfit. It was just a little tight. It didn't
Okay.
show
okay.
off your physique. Like you wouldn't know a girl has a good physique if she's not,
Mhm.
dressing towards her body type.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, TJ, what made you be like, you know what? I'll take if she takes her balloon bag, I'll go with her. Cause I know coming out
Mhm.
there and having everyone pop on you, that could be a little bit like, you already popped on me. I'm
Mhm.
not gonna match with you. So what made you be like,
Mhm.
yeah, sure. Like, yeah, I'll go with you.
Honestly, it was a combination of things.
Okay.
Like, I didn't even get to look at the girls, to be honest. I didn't even look at any of the, like once they all popped, I wasn't really like, oh, this person's not my type. This is not my type. So it wasn't straight a physical attraction. The reason why I
Okay.
took it back, it was more like, okay, she wants to know more about me, and
Mm,
this one girl left that wants to know about me. I came here for love. Let me just get to know her. So
yeah.
it was just like, why not? You know what I mean? Like everybody else has popped.
Okay. Okay.
Cause I didn't hear anything else, like I didn't know anything else. So it was just like,
Exactly.
yeah.
All right. Well, it's time for us to go ahead and get into the nitty gritty of why we are here today. So, since you guys ended up matching, have you guys gone on a date?
Would you consider our leaving afterwards and going out to eat a date?
Of course. So, you
Okay,
guys
yeah, then
did,
we
yeah?
went on a date.
Okay.
We went on a date.
So, where'd you guys go? How'd the date go?
You want to answer?
No, I'll let you go. I feel like you're
Okay.
gonna
Well, we
be
went to
more
like I
like
don't even
into the
know. I think
intricacies.
it was called. I really don't know what it was called, but it was like a hookah type lounge area, very nice, upscale. It was cute.
Okay.
And like we just got to talk to each other, get to know each other. But we weren't alone. We went with another one of the match couples. So yeah.
Oh, okay. So, it was like a double date kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And how was that for you, TJ?
Well, it was interesting because I was actually gonna leave. Tiffany was like, "Where are you going?" And I was like, "I'm about to just go back to my hotel." She's like, "No, no, 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 no." Tiffany's very outgoing.
Yes.
So like I'm like the opposite. Like I'm very
Uh-huh.
like introverted. I'm like focused on like just like the mission. The mission was to come here, get a balloon, go back home. So she was like, "No." She's
You
like,
didn't want to take your date out?
I
Your
wasn't
match?
thinking although I wasn't my brain was still on them pops. If I'm being honest, my brain was still, like I was still like confused. Like that was a lot. So I was just like, I would
Yeah.
just go think about it, go call my friends back home, tell them what happened.
Yeah.
And so when she said no, 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 let's like go out, I did ended up being really good friends with Maul. So we was already in the back talking.
Hmm.
So I felt a little bit because as yes, she got her balloon, but I didn't know Tiffany. You know, like I at
Right,
least
right.
knew Maul right away. So I
Hmm.
was like, all right, cool. I go out with Maul. It made it a little bit more comfortable, and so I was like, cool. So yeah, it was cool.
Okay, got it.
Mhm,
And now, so I know you said you were ready to dip right after the
mhm.
show. So when you match with Tiffany, like, is she someone that is your type though?
Okay, before we get into his Tiffany, his type, that is definitely I can understand that. Like when you get all those balloon pops, that's gotta like have some mess with you a little bit. And like he said, he was thinking about how like why did they pop? Like I feel like I look good. Like he's not used to being on the show. Maybe he's seen the show, but it's different when you're actually there and you're the one that's like getting popped on. And two, I'm like that too. Like when I finish what I came here to do, it's kind of like okay, on to the next thing. Like I'm not thinking like, oh, let me go out on a date. Let me actually meet the person that I matched with. I'm just like, oh, like I matched, so now I can leave and do whatever. But I get like and he's like he said, Tiffany's more outgoing than him, so she's thinking, okay, we can meet these other people, we can go out, it'll be a social event, we can all get to know each other more. So it makes sense why she would be the one to like initiate that. And it sounds like they went on a nice date, I guess, but I don't know. I guess we'll see.
Because it seems like you were just like, I just matched so I can get out of there kind of thing. Is she someone that is your
Well,
type?
well, I wouldn't say I matched to get out of there. It was,
Okay.
it was more say like,
Correct me then, because that's what it sounded like. Let me hear it from you.
yeah, yeah. So like when let's just say if you were going out there
Mhm.
and you didn't get to look at anybody,
Yeah.
but yet somebody was the only one that was like, hey, you know what? I made a mistake. It was more so like I felt a genuine energy. So
Mm.
it was more than that's what I said. I didn't really get a chance to look at Tiffany when I was there. It was more like, oh
Okay.
wow, like that was nice of her to actually take her balloon back to say, you know what, I made a mistake, because that's accountability, and that's
Yeah.
like I actually look for that when I'm looking for a partner is accountability. So
Hmm.
I was like, okay, cool. You know, like first impressions mean a lot, but it means a lot that you double back to take your balloon back. So that's why I matched with
Right.
her.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
That definitely clears things up. So after the date, what happened? Did you guys communicate, FaceTime, call, text? How was the communication?
We met up the next day after that,
Okay.
and the plans were to like just chill, like go to the museum. I ended up family was in town for me, so I ended up meeting like coming to the party pretty late. But a lot of the cast members from that episode, they all went to the museum together, and the
Hmm.
plan was for me to meet him at the museum with everybody else. But
Okay.
I ended up getting caught up with my sister that came into town and my nephew, and it was his birthday, so I went to like out to eat with them. And by the time I was done, they were already done with the museum. So I met up with him after at his resort, and the resort was like having like free cocktail hour, people by the
Ooh.
pool. So we ended up chilling at the pool, getting the free cocktails, and Carrington came.
Okay. Okay. So again, y'all were joined again by somebody. You
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, we were, but the plan was for everybody to be together, but everybody
Yeah,
bailed,
yeah,
and Carrington
Okay.
yeah,
was the only one that was like, "Yeah, I'm still ready to have fun."
yeah.
You know,
Got it. Okay. So how was that time when it was just the two of you? How was it for you, TJ?
I don't think we had a time. It
we
was
had a
Also,
little
just
bit
when
of
you.
time to chit chat, but nothing too deep. You
yeah,
know,
Oh. So
yeah,
every
yeah.
time you guys have hung out, it's always been like a group thing, or like there's always somebody else,
pretty
like a third
much.
I
party?
mean, there was probably a couple hours
Yeah.
here or there,
Okay.
but like most of the time it was probably with one or two other people.
Hmm.
Mm,
Mhm.
okay. So then,
They are out here cock blocking them. Like, dang, at least let him get to know her a little bit. Like, I get that they want to, like, be around each other, be around all the other cast members. But then, so they go from, oh, we want to hang out, we want to be friends, all that. They go to the museum together, everyone's there, and now everybody's just bailing. Like, nobody wants to hang out with each other. And then we get to the episodes after, they're just all talking shit, like, going in on each other. Like, they were quick to, like, I don't know, throw each other
how
under
are
the
things
bus.
now? Like after that, because I know TJ, you travel a lot. So how long were you in Arizona? Did you guys hang out again after
Mhm.
that resort
So
moment?
I was in Arizona until Monday morning.
Okay.
And I believe once I got back, she wished me a safe flight and told me that she would be going to, I believe, Cleveland, because she travels too. Like
Yeah.
Tiffany's a very, very active woman. So she goes to different states, different places for business.
Hmm.
I like her hustle, what she does, because like you know, like sometimes people just don't like to make a living for their own. You know, like
Right.
she actually is very ambitious.
Mhm.
I travel, she travels. So I would say we talk probably right after like every week. It began to slow down a little bit more because of life, and I'll let her go into what she went through and what I went through.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But I definitely think Tiffany's been a solid person. Like even just as a friend, she's been a solid person. You know, some people just look for love like right off the bat, but like there has to be a foundation. And so I
Okay.
think Tiffany is a very solid person in general, just a solid human. Like I think anybody would be lucky to meet Tiffany.
Oh, Tiff.
same with
Okay.
same with TJ. He's very
It's crazy because like he's so positive about her. I mean, I'm thinking that she's gonna be positive about him too. But even though he knows now that she's a stripper, like he's still just he hasn't really said it outright, and he also describes her as ambitious. You know, he's not like looking down on her for her profession. You know, she's trying to make her own money. He just very positive, and also she's saying like she's a real person, you know, down to earth, like loyal, whatever. And I think he's right. Like a lot of good relationships probably start off as a friendship, and there is some foundation. Not that that's the only way to get into a solid relationship, but I think that friendship is important, whether you start with that or you develop it like along the way. And I think that that's a lot of men don't want that. Like they want it to get right into the physical and the like serious like physical elements of a relationship as opposed to being patient and actually trying to be friends with somebody. And that's part of the reason that long distance can actually be good.
very like understanding, and he's very like communicative. He listens
Mhm.
to people's, you know, he listens. He's always a shoulder to, you know, lean on. So we
Yeah.
both was going through stuff. Like I got into a car accident last month,
Oh
and
no.
yeah, you know, someone in his family was sick, and it was just then he got sick, and you
Oh
know,
my
he's been traveling a
goodness.
lot. So yeah, he's
Okay.
like a really good support system. Like he's always there for like shoulder to lean on, someone to talk to. You know, we all go through things, you know, but he
Yeah.
hears you out, and he also expresses how he feels, and he also, you know, says like what's going on in his life, because his life is pretty busy too, and he goes
Yeah.
through things too, like everybody does. So I just like that we have that window to like, you know, be comfortable enough to share our lives with each other.
Okay. So it sounds like you guys have been in like constant communication, but has it been like building? Do you feel like you're working towards like a romantic thing, or you guys are more keeping it like on a friendship level?
I'm open to whatever. I don't have
Okay.
any expectations on our, you know, relationship. I feel like if it's gonna blossom towards something, it will, you know. But
Okay.
he's very much a catch, so I'm open to
Oh, TJ.
Yeah.
it.
I I think me and Tiffany have been on one accord with where we are. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you have people that are very forceful with
Mm,
things and like I think her being so outgoing, what's caught me off guard is how accepting she is of my situation and her
mhm.
situation. So like she said, she'll be like, "Hey, if you're in Arizona, let's go another day. If I'm in North Carolina, let's go another day." So it's not like a push and shove match. You know what I mean? Like we understand
Okay.
that like we're very busy, but like she said, both of us are catches. Both of us understands that in life things happen for favor. Sometimes we're in the same place. Sometimes we're not in the same place.
Mhm.
But I just think a lot of times things people close books and they open books. But I think this is not that situation where you can say either or.
Okay. So the
Hmm.
door is open for both of
Hmm.
you,
Absolutely.
but ain't nobody entering yet.
It's just like
Y'all
it
ain't
has to be the
entering
right place,
either
right
door.
time. Honestly, like we travel a lot, so I feel like if we're running into each other, it's destiny, it's fate. You know, the
Okay.
universe will put us where we need to be to start that. You know.
Okay. So would you guys say
I get the whole universe, like letting the universe work its magic, whatever. I'm very into like energy and letting the universe like take control in a way, but if I really want somebody, then I'm gonna make it happen. And it kind of feels like they both like each other, but that's not their priority right now. Like, even though they went on this show to find love, it's not like they're really pushing this towards a relationship. And I honestly feel like it's more on Tavarius than it is on Tiffini, because I feel like she seems like she likes him more than he likes her. But I think part of that could be because she's a stripper and she knows that a lot of men are not okay with that. Like me, I probably wouldn't be okay with it either. Like dating somebody that's walking around topless at a bar talking to men to get tips and do lap dances and stuff like that. Like that's just not somebody that I personally would want to date, because there's so many other options out there that I don't feel the need to date somebody that does that, because I feel like it's almost desperate. But in his situation, he's already met her and kind of developed a connection with her, so he might feel like obligated or whatever it is. But I think his reluctance goes to show that he's not okay with it, and that he knows he's a catch and he doesn't have to like pursue that. And I think that's good on him, but I do think he actually really likes her. So maybe he doesn't meet a lot of women like that, and that's why and maybe he just wants to be friends.
You're too busy to date? Because that's what it sounded like to me.
I just
Like,
feel like the way our lives is set up right now, we both travel a
Yeah.
lot. So
uh-huh.
It's even more than travel too. Or like it's like so like sometimes like you're traveling, but sometimes you're in that mode where like things are working for you personally that you didn't
Okay.
think would work for you at that time. So
Mm-hmm.
like she's had many accomplishments since we left. I had many accomplishments. So like sometimes like you want love, but you also understand like, hey man, right now is the moment where like
yeah,
things I work for are really clicking,
yeah.
right? And
Okay.
so we've been celebratory of each other and like thanking each other, and that in itself is like bonding, you know?
Mm.
Right now, I'm pretty much focused on my end goal. You know, as
Okay.
everybody know, I'm an exotic dancer. You can't do this forever. So I've been trying to put things into place so I can exit that, so I can be a wife, so I could be, a girlfriend, so I could be, a partner. So I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't say I'm really actively dating. I'm focusing on like making sure I get out of a situation that I'm in to focus on
Mm-hmm.
the partner that I could potentially have.
Okay. TJ?
So when I left the show, Tiffany was the one person who I doubted that this would be true for. She was like, you're about to get a whole bunch of DMs. She was like, you're about to get like a bunch of DMs. I was like, no, I'm not. Everybody popped on me. Nobody likes me. And then she's like, no, TJ, you're like a catch. Trust me. Like I know why I took my balloon back. Man,
Mm-hmm.
I got home flooded. Like absolutely
Wow.
flooded. That being said, I've not been on a date with anybody in my DMs. I
Okay.
appreciate the comments.
Mm-hmm.
But like I've been like my book's right here. I've
Yeah.
been steady traveling, steady, so I haven't really had a chance to even look at anybody else. Well, so that's what the show was for. That's why me and Tiffany went on the show, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like we said, we're both very focused individuals and love will find us and but we're just gonna find us in our own way, like in what we're doing and our purpose in life.
And I feel like
Okay.
our friendship, the way our friendship is like set up, we're always going to be in each other's lives.
For
Like
sure.
very
For sure.
supportive. I'm very supportive. We both believe in each other's dreams, and that's why I feel like I'm very open to the door. Like if it blossom, it's gonna blossom because we're setting the foundation for that.
All those women on his DMs was like, "Don't let the stripper get him. Throw him away. Don't let him get taken by a stripper." But also, like, it's funny that she would called it out. Like, and then he got all these DMs, and I don't know if it was me. I might be looking at more of those DMs if I was found out that I was talking to a stripper. Like, it's nothing. I'm just not taking that toward a serious relationship. Like, I get that she's gonna come out of it. You know, I've dated people before that used to be strippers, and I've like hung out with and gone on dates with people that were current strippers. And I don't know. I just feel like anytime I went out on a date with a stripper, I just knew that I probably wasn't gonna take it like serious. And when there was a former stripper, I think I was just stupid back then. Like, I don't know. Like, just to me, it's not that they're like tainted forever or something, but I just feel like a lot of times people don't really recover from it. Like they are hard. It's hard for them to break out of that mindset of I can make money easily just off of my looks, and men will just like give me money. And that is something that it has a lasting impact on people. And I think Tiffany might be the exception where she actually might move on from it and really put it behind her. But I don't know. You know, it's there's a rule for a rule. There's a majority for a reason. That's why I have to call her the exception.
Okay. Just because I know in the comments this is going to come up. 'Cause
Hmm.
I know people are going to be like, well, why did you guys come on the show if you're so
Hmm.
busy doing your own thing? Like, it doesn't
Hmm.
sound like finding a relationship is your top priority right now. So I'm guessing now, like, why did you guys apply for the show if it's not something that you're so ready to dive into?
You want?
I'll let her answer first, and then you want me to go
Okay.
first again?
I can go. I would
Okay.
say that it is a priority for me, and I felt like when I like, there's people that come back into your life 4 or 5 years later at the right time. I feel like I could meet somebody that I connect with there, and who knows if it like sparks there or if it sparks up 2 years from now. Either way, I found somebody in an unorthodox way because the regular way is not working for me.
Okay.
Hmm. I would say for me, I came on the show strictly because like my friends were like, "Hey man, you need a woman." Right? Because like
Uh-huh.
I'm very that's like, "Hey man, you're working all the time. Like you don't go out, you don't hang out. So like
Mm-hmm.
when else are you gonna find a woman?" So that's the answer why I truly went on. I actively was not pursuing. My friends looked at my life and said, "Hey man, go. We're signing you up right now."
Okay.
I'm very glad I did go because it made me feel like, like I probably could use some assistance here or there, like in the love life. I probably could use somebody to talk to on occasion.
Mm-hmm.
Because being a children's author, you see a lot of lovely families out here that are complete, that do have kids that I'm giving books to, and like their kids are laughing with their parents. So you get to see like another side of like what I could have in the future. So I definitely am open to love. I'm definitely was looking for love. And I think it's a lot of people out here that should go on the show for that reason because there are a lot of hard workers out here. Like you are a hard worker, BM's a hard worker. So like
Thank you.
sometimes you get so in your work that
Mm-hmm.
you're not even paying attention. So
Okay.
this was an eye opener too that I do need to respect that lane. It is another part of me.
It also
Okay.
gave
They both talking about how they do want a relationship, but Tiffany's like, oh, I mean, they could come back into my life 2 years or 5 years from now. Like that's still, I mean, I guess the show is still to meet people that maybe one day you will date, but that's not really the real reason. Like it's more of a you meet, you go on dates, you do a follow up, you let them know how it's going, and now they're just saying like, oh, we like each other, but we haven't really like actually hung out that much, and they both like they said, they're prioritizing their careers over dating. So dating is not their top priority. And with Tavarius, he didn't even sign himself up. It sounds like they signed him up for him, and now he's like, oh, okay, well maybe I should spend some time dating and whatnot. And I'm always seeing these families, and they're not actually, and they're not. You know, I wish I had a family, but then he doesn't do anything about it. Like it's what?
me like a way to meet people outside of what I do because I'm in the nightlife, so you're exposed to the same dating pool. So I really
Mm-hmm.
wanted a broader, dating category than what I'm used to, what I'm exposed to.
Okay. Yeah, and speaking of your professions, they're like on two different ends of the spectrum.
I got a
So
lot of questions
how
about that.
is that like I feel
Yeah,
like for TJ, I know
yeah,
probably you've got a lot of messages and there's been a lot
yeah,
of comments about it. Like, how is this going to work between them? Like, is that something that you feel is also blocking
yeah.
you guys?
For my part, my only person that asked me in my family about it, I think one of my cousins or somebody was like, "Hey, did you know she was a exotic dancer?" And I was like, "I didn't know actually." And we talked about it. Like we talked at the same time when she said it.
Yeah,
Like when
I
she said
figured.
dancer, I dated a lot of dancers, but then like when she
Uh-huh.
said exotic dancer, I was like talking. So I didn't
Uh,
hear, but after the show when she said that, I was already getting to know her like beyond the exotic dancer. So
yeah.
if I would have heard that, I'm not gonna lie, maybe I would have popped. Maybe.
Mm,
Because like I had a stigma. I didn't really
right. Mm-hmm.
understand like I didn't really look beyond that label.
Mm.
So I'm actually glad I didn't hear it because I wouldn't even got to know her. You know what I mean? As a
Yeah.
friend, as a genuine human being. Like I said, Tiffany doesn't want to be in that life forever. Nobody does, really, unless you really like that.
Mm.
So I think it was a curse and a blessing that I was able to not hear it.
Okay. And then Tiffany, do you feel like the professions are something that's possibly blocking the two of you from like really exploring this more?
Well, me alone, it's always been an issue in my dating life. So that's why I went on the show.
Mm-hmm.
But I did think that's like, I was nervous saying it. I thought he heard it, but I was nervous saying it, so it was a little low. I was like, exotic dancer. Because when
I
he
was
said
literally
children's
like
on the
arguing
offer,
with
I was
people.
like, but
Yeah.
I was like,
I was
you
arguing
know
with people
what?
because I
I'm
was
gonna
like, she
take a
didn't say
chance.
that.
I'm gonna take a chance to get my balloon back. And if he pops on me, he pops
Yeah.
on me. But at least I know that
Right.
I'll leave this situation knowing that, I didn't leave
You
with no
told them.
regrets.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
It
Yeah.
was crazy. I
Okay.
really did not like when people was like, she said that. I was listening. I'm like, I don't hear it. Like, how did they hear that? I was right in front of her and didn't hear it.
Yeah, you heard dancer, and he's like, "Oh, I date a lot of dancers." Did you think he was talking
Yeah.
about exotic dancers as well when he said that, Tiff?
I did, but I didn't
Yeah,
realize how
because
low
I
I
thought
said
that as
it
well too, and I was
because
like,
I was
"Oh, okay."
very low.
That's what I thought too. Like he didn't really strike me as the type to be dating exotic dancers, just because he probably wouldn't be around a lot of them. But I think, like he said, maybe he would have popped, bro. He definitely would have popped if he would have heard that shit. Like he certainly would have popped if he would have heard her say that. He's saying maybe now, but after all those girls popped on him, the one girl left. He found out she a stripper, and then he's not gonna pop. Like come on, like you're capping, bro. But now, like he said, fate struck. He didn't hear it. She said it low. Maybe that is a sign that they should be together because it sounds like a lot of things are kind of going well for them, and both of them don't really get out and date. She's a stripper, so she doesn't have an opportunity to meet people. That's a problem in her dating life. People just judge her. And him, he really likes her, and he's busy too, but really wants a family and knows she's gonna get out of it. So why not?
Saying it. I said it
Uh
very
huh.
low. I was nervous saying it
Mhm.
because it has been an
Got
issue
it.
in my
Yes.
past.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say this. I will say this because I know comments can be very mean. Like before meeting Tiffany and going on a date with her, and of course we haven't been on serious dates or anything like that, but just
Hmm.
knowing her as a human, as a friend, a stripper's just a job. You know what I mean? Like it really is just a job. You're just making money. And if you do have a stigma towards strippers, you probably should get to know them. Like get to ask them, see what their priorities are, because everybody's different.
Mm.
most definitely, everybody is different. I met dentist assistants that are dancers. I met women that are in the police academy that are dancers. I
Yeah.
met women that are married that are dancers. So everyone is very different.
I had students that were dancers. Like I teach college, but yeah,
Okay,
like
I was
they're
about to say, hold on. What do you teach?
yeah,
No, he's
like
a
in my
professor in
class.
college.
Okay,
Yeah,
in college.
People
Okay, yeah, you
people
did
yeah,
say
like
dance
I
and
that.
get
have
through college. I was in college a couple of
yeah,
times.
Mm. Okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, just to kind of wrap this up, obviously you guys are still getting to know each other. The door is open for both of you, like you said. I do hope it blossoms into something and you both make time for each other. But like you guys said, no pressure. You guys are still getting to know each other. Now, any upcoming projects that we can be on the lookout from either one of you? Let's start with you, TJ.
I am still doing the TV book, but I also decided to release my poems.
Oh,
So I'll be
All right, I'm not listening to this. Let me know what y'all think down below in the comments. It was funny. Arlette was like, "What are you teaching? Are you teaching fucking pole dancing?" But let me know what y'all think down below in the comments. Let me know what else I should be reacting to. I'm kind of thinking like I feel like they might actually get together in the future, but that's just my opinion. Maybe they won't. Maybe they will. Let me know what you think. Will they get back together? Subscribe if you made it to the end of the video. Like the video. Check out the playlist to see my other balloon pop reaction videos. I'm gonna get up out of here. Hope y'all have a great day. Peace.
Oh, here, let's go, okay, let's go. Yeah, yeah. She wanna make me her wife, but I don't wanna be her wife, okay. Slide by in the motherfucking range, I do the dash in a vintage, yeah.